Don't think we're going to have a legal substitution. Is he going to be able to play? He will come out, and it looks like they'll run Jamal Strickland to the scorer's table. And also into the game is R.J. Williams. R.J. Williams checks in for Brewtech, and Jamal Strickland checks in as Will Benson goes out. Jones will inbound it, and there is full court pressure now by the Rams of Brewtech. Working it around Jones. They've got to get it across the timeline. Token pressure gets it up Sampson. They do break it now to Strickland. Strickland up ahead to Ladner. Back to Strickland. Layup off the rim. No good. Sampson dropped the rebound, but it was figured out by Sampson. Sampson now going to take it out to D'Angola. Gola jumper in and out. No good. Going to bounce around on rebound. Comes down to Brewtech. Here comes Jordan Hicks, and he's going to get fouled. It'll be foul trouble down for Phillip Jones. His second, the team's second. He's got both fouls. Robert DeGolden, the 5'8" senior, and now Will Benson has gathered himself, and he's checking back into the ball game, and he will come in for Jones, who now has 2 fouls. Head coach Trey Malloy giving instructions for the Wildcats. Rogers working with it on the out between the rings now on the left side, and there's a bad pass going to be recovered by Rogers. Rogers looking at a 2-3 zone now from the Wildcats. Hicks holds it and they swing it over. Peterson pump fakes, goes down the baseline, shot up, no good. It was good defense there by Sampson. Sampson, a 5 sophomore, knowing he has everything from the floor to the roof and playing good defense. Wildcats cannot break the trap. Sampson there gives it to Benson. Benson shimmy shakes, and we're going to get now this ref comes over and says he stopped the play. Was it a clock situation? He wanted to get the clock right. Okay, the clock was not running. He stopped play, so they're inbounding on the side. Ladner in. Ladner gives it to Sampson. Sampson on the right block, spins to the middle. Got it blocked as he went up there. Shot going to be recovered by Austin Rogers. And Brewtech now with a 7-5 lead, and come on offense with Jordan Hicks working between the rings. Over to Rogers. Rogers going to take it, attack, kicks it over. Pump fake on the ground, and let's see, got a traveling call. Brewtech having turnover problems. That's their 4th turnover. Darren Williams, the junior, hit with the traveler. Brewbaker Tech head coach Chauncey Shines sitting down, still quite calm at the moment, but they are applying pressure in a 7-5 ball game. 3:19 to go first quarter. Strickland into the forecourt, breaking the press, off the glass, good. Jamal Strickland gets in the book, his first 2, and we're in a tie ball game again, 7-7. Hicks gets the instructions and now runs the offense. Rogers, a long right wing 3, air ball, hit the net, rebound coming over to Will Benson. Benson now working with the right hand into the forecourt, belt high dribble, over to Strickland. Strickland, a long right wing 3, no good, it hit the back iron, rebound came down. Trap pressure, and it's going to be stolen by Benson. Benson got it to Strickland, who had it blocked. Now DeGola with the putback on the rebound. Benson been everywhere, though. He's got his 3rd steal. 5th turnover for Brewtech. Rogers goes in, puts it up, no good. Looking for a foul, didn't get it. Gets the recovery and the layup good. So Austin Rogers now with 4 points here in this quarter, and it is now 9-9, a tie ball game. Strickland into the forecourt, swings it to Ladner, a long left corner 3, good. He's just stroking it in there real nice. Ben Ladner puts you in the mind of a very confident shooter, and they have a lead. Ladner in that left corner. He started the game in the right quarter with a triple. Bounce pass, Patterson. He's holding it on the left side, working against a zone defense now. Hanging out high, and R.J. Williams, the junior, swings it to Patterson. Patterson bounces it down to Hicks. They're rotating it around. There's Williams, foul line, left-hand jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound skied by Rogers, foul, and let's see. We had a foul on Brandon Peterson. Yes, we do. Peterson picks up his first. It'll be the team's second. And a substitution now as Sidney Lovelace comes in, a 6'2 junior for Brewtech. Strickland gets the pass, breaks the pass. There's Ladner again in that corner. Leave him over there. He stroked it in there again. Ben Ladner with his 3rd 3 in this quarter and in the game, and they've got a 15-9 lead. Breaking the press, and he's hanging out in that corner. The left one specifically now, and he's just stroking the 3 ball. Strickland shot the passing lane, a steal for the Wildcats. In transition, stop, up off the glass, no good. It's going to be hustled down by Hicks of Brewtech. Hicks off of his shin, but they pick it up with Patterson. Brandon Patterson gets it, 15-9. Ben Latner shooting life into the Wildcat offense with the 3-ball. Now down low is R.J. Williams. He kicks it out. Rogers has got it. Rogers jumps into the middle, kicks it in the corner. There's Hicks. Hicks to Patterson. Patterson pump fakes, hesitates, pulls the 3 short. Rebound skied for by Will Benson. Under a minute to go first quarter. It's been the Ben Latner shooting show so far. All the way to the hoop. Count it. And the foul. Will Benson going all the way to the hoop. It's 17-9, and he'll get a free throw. And the foul on Rogers. That'll be his first and the team's third. And it is a and-one situation for Will Benson. He's got 4, and he's going for his 5th. Checking into the ball game now, Nick East, a 5'10 senior for the Wildcats. Also checking in, a 5'8 junior, Tyler Berry. So Benson, the southpaw, will be coming in to shoot a free throw now. More substitutions. Cameron Thomas, a 5'10 junior, in, and he replaces Big Mikael Sampson. 54 seconds to go, and Will Benson, the left-hander, at the free throw line to try and complete the 3-point play. Goes through his free throw routine. Good. So he's 3 of 3 from the line, and now it's a doubled up lead for the Wildcats. They are up 18-8. Now a turnover, the 6th turnover of the game right there. Austin Rogers passed it to the Westminster bench. Benson now across the timeline, 45 seconds. He gives it over to Strickland. Strickland puts it on the floor, attacks, goes in this corner. They kick it back out. Strickland, left wing 3, shot off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound down to Austin Rogers. Rogers quickly trying to come back in transition, using his off arm all the way to the hoop. Good. He had to work hard. He took it the distance. He's got 6 points. But he scored that hoop. It's 18-11, 25 seconds. Stop. A long left-handed 3 off the front of the iron. No good by Tyler Berry. Rebound to Brewtech. And Hicks into the forecourt with 15 seconds. Let's see if they hold for 1. Looking at a 2-3 zone. Strickland came out with a little pressure. Austin Rogers pulls the left wing 3. No good. Off the back of the iron. Strickland the rebound for the Wildcats. He gets it up ahead. Transition. Nick East was running, and they got the easy transition points right there to end the first quarter. It is 20-11. Timeout. Westminster leading after 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, ProXO is a new protein formula designed for athletes. Protein is the top choice for recovery among strength and conditioning coaches in professional sports. Delivering 24 grams of protein in every serving, ProXO is Informed Sport certified and developed with the highest safety and performance standards. ProXO at the ProXO booth or by visiting ignition.com/ProXO, the official presenting partner of the Verizon Hoops for the Children Classic.
Welcome you back into the Eagles Nest at Milton High School, the 5th annual Verizon Hoops for the Cure Classic presented by ProXO. After 1 quarter, it is the Westminster Wildcats 20-11 over the Brewtech Rams. As we start the second quarter, Brewtech trailing, and they are moving left to right, and they're all in the white with the gray trim. Working now is Sydney Lovelace into the game. They try to dump it down. Brewtech's got to protect the basketball better than they did in that first quarter. 6 turnovers by my count. Lovelace, stop, pull up, jumper. It's on the line. Short rebound to Will Benson. Benson has been very active for the Wildcats here. Strickland, who came in off of the bench, doing work as well now as he's into the game. A 5'8 senior swings it over. There's a long left-handed 3. Back of the iron. No good by Tyler Berry. Rebound back out, and Benson going to get hit with travel. Cameron Thomas with the rebound, kicked it back out to Benson, and Benson moved his feet before he put the ball down. 9-point game just underway here in this second quarter. Glad that you're with us across the network, SUV TV. Across the timeline is Lovelace. Lovelace directing traffic, still looking at a 2-3 zone defense now. The Wildcats have been in that for almost the entire ball game. Working it is Hicks. Hicks out high. Swings it over on the left side. Rogers loses his dribble. Hicks gets the recovery back to Rogers. Rogers wanted to attack. He drives to the hoop. No good. It's going to be a foul on the play. Foul looking like it's going to be on Cameron Thomas. Let's see. Yep, Cameron Thomas will get hit with the foul. His first, team's third. They will call it in the act of shooting. So Rogers, the 6'3 junior, will be going to the foul line his first trip there today. And the free throw rattles around off the front rim and goes in. So Austin Rogers now goes through his free throw routine and sticks it up, in and out, no good. Rebound, hit the floor. And now Thomas is going to pick it up, and now the ball is loose. And Will Benson picked it up and now going to have a foul, and that foul is going to be on Ennis McCory. So that'll be his first and the team's fourth. Loose ball foul. Up ahead now, Strickland. Nice pass down low to Thomas. Thomas tried to hit Nick East, and it went out of bounds, but Jordan Hicks tried to save it underneath the Westminster basket, and it will be Wildcat ball, and they will inbound from underneath their own basket. Substitutions now. Shane Timmons making his first entry into the ball game here in this second quarter, a 6'2 junior. Inbound Benson to Sampson, who's back in to Strickland. Strickland into Benson. They knocked it away, but East recovers it. East to Benson. Benson swings it back to Strickland. Strickland over to DeGolan. A three. Back iron. No good. Excuse me. That's Berry. Tyler Berry. Berry, a left-hander. Man, I almost feel like the all left-handed team of the Detroit Pistons with the Wildcats and how many left-handers they've got. Here's Benson, the main left-hander, holding it out high on the elbow. They run a little back cut to Nick East, layup good. Benson direct that traffic, and a nice little back cut by Nick East. He's got 4, and those are the first 2 points here in this second quarter. A 10-point lead, largest lead of the day now for the Wildcats. They are up 22-12. Hicks running an offense, swings it over to Timmons. Timmons back out to Hicks. The zone really giving Brewtech trouble. Can't get anything going to the basket, and they're trying to work it and pass it. And there's Rogers down there, no good. He went, got his own rebound, put it up, no good. Gets it back, Rogers, layup, block, foul, and got him with the body. Let's see. They're going to say going up on the shot, though. And that's going to be Mikael Sampson, who gets ticketed with the foul. That's his first and the team's fourth, and Rogers, very quick free throw routine, and he missed it. So he's now 1 of 3 at the foul line. Rogers, an aggressive player, an attacking player, and you can tell he wants to make plays happen and make things happen. Very quick with the free throw release, good. So he's 2 of 4. And it's 22-13. There's Ben Latner back into the ball game, and he stroked that ball in that first quarter. Benson, step back, 3, off the glass, making the deposit. Will Benson on a Saturday afternoon. Banked on a triple. It's 25-13. Layup, no good by Rob. Flying to the basket. Hicks is going to recover it. Now they kick it back, and here comes Timmons. Timmons going to shoot off the glass, good. Little give and go action. The dime goes to Hicks. And they're trying to hold it tight. They got it back down to 10. So there goes Berry. Pull up. He just walked into the jumper. Very good. Tyler Berry been shooting it, and now he finally gets one to fall. The Rams in deep trouble, down by 12, swinging in the corner. There's a travel, wasn't called. McCorvey gets it back. Rogers to McCorvey, a pull-up jumper. No good. It was short. Rebound to Jamal Strickland. Strickland up to Ladner. Ladner across the timeline. Now he's going to go ahead and attack. Left hand dribble and peel it back out. Picked up the dribble, bounces it low, and it's going to be a kickball on Brewtech. So not a turnover by the Wildcats. Ben Ladner, number 14, 3 for 3 from downtown. He hit 2 on back-to-back possessions on the left corner to break a full court press. Inbound, there's Berry. He just steps up and shoots the 3, good. So Berry now beginning to feel like he's got something going. He's hit back-to-back buckets, and he just knocked in a triple. Largest lead is at 15. Austin Rogers dribble between the legs. The zone giving Brewtech all kind of problems. The outside shooting is not there, and now they're trying to work the middle. Rogers going to go down baseline. Layup, good off the left hand Austin Rogers now doing his best to keep them in this ball game and keep it close, a 13-point game. Strickland to Benson. Benson swings it up ahead. There's Berry. Berry, the left-hander, he has stroked it now recently. Trying to warm up, going to have a foul out on Timmons. Shane Timmons going to hit with his first, and it will be the team's 5th foul. Remember, once you get to 7, it is the 1-and-1, and then you get to 10, the double bonus. It'll be 2 shots. 4:06, second quarter. Glad that you're with us. And the Wildcats have a 30-17 lead as they inbound the ball. Benson puts it on the floor. And it's going to be an offensive foul or a travel. Did he use that off arm, that right elbow? Yes, he did as he went there. So that'll be an offensive foul and a turnover. His first. Oh, no, the offensive foul came on Sampson. Excuse me. Team's 6th foul. Brewtech working. Loveless goes down the lane, cradled it and floated it up in there. That was his first hoops of the day. And let's see. We're going to have a timeout call. It'll be Trey Malloy calling the timeout for the Wildcats, a 20-second timeout with 3:46 to go, second quarter, 30-19, with the Westminster Wildcats leading. Last year, the Wildcats went 15-13. This is their first game of the season, so trying to improve upon a winning season last year, 15-13 for Brewtech. They are 0-1 so far this year. This is their second game. They lost last night to Tucker, 67-38, after going 22-9 last year in Alabama. Brewbaker Tech Rams and the Westminster Wildcats. The Westminster Wildcats in green, and they have been playing pretty good basketball here through the first quarter and a half. 3:46 to go out of the timeout, and the Rams will be applying pressure. Desmond Williams is in now. Look at that. Tyler Berry has went over there and cracked him another 3 from that corner, man. Westminster is stroking the 3 ball here. Hicks bounce pass over. Desmond Williams, number 2. Turnover. Berry fakes, layup, no good. He tried to get fancy off the front of the rim, and the layup put back up by Robert DeAngola, no good. And they put it up with Nick East, no good, and it's going to be a foul. Another turnover for Brewbaker Tech. I've got them for 9 turnovers now. They had 6 in that first quarter. Shane Timmons hit with the foul. It'll be his 4th and the team's 6th. Free throw, back iron and drop. He got that shooter's roll. Been living right, isn't he? 34-19, and Nick East will get another free throw. Nick East with 3 in this quarter so far. Second free throw, in and out and back in. So he is living right. Got 2 favorable bounces. Austin Rogers into the forecourt now for Blue Tech. Gets it out to Hicks, who's holding out between the rings. It is a 2-3 defense that they're working on. Timmons down low, shot up no good. Rogers tip no good. Here comes Will Benson of the Wildcats. Benson gets it up ahead. It's over and back. Berry, good ball movement. Ladner over on the left side. He swings over the jumper. No good by Robert DeGolan. And here comes Brewtech coming back this way quickly. Desmond Williams lost it, and it'll be out of bounds. He went up. The ball got hit. Good defense there coming in by Tyler Berry, but when he hit the ball, it went off out of bounds of Desmond Williams. Desmond Williams, a 5'11" 8th grader on the varsity team, getting some run right now. 35-19. The Wildcats whiff the ball and they are leading. Benson swings it over to Ben Ladner. Gets a screen. Ladner around the screen. Stop. Foul line jumper. Short. He slipped a little bit. Rebound comes to Timmons. Timmons now tries to pass it. That'll be another turnover for Brewtech. Brewtech just turning the ball over left and right. Here goes Benson. Benson down the lane. Shot up. Bouncing. No good. He tipped for his own rebound. It'll be out of bounds, and the ball will go to the Rams with 2:11 to go. 35-19. The Wildcats of Westminster leading the Rams of Brewtech. Coming up at the half, we'll talk with Westminster Wildcat head coach Trey Malloy, and also Janae Blake, the girls basketball coach over at Tucker High School, and the Tucker Tiger team had them a victory earlier today over at North Clayton. swinging it. Williams, now they get it inside. Patterson is back into the ball game. Brandon Patterson, but another turnover. That's the 11th turnover in this first half by my count. Under 2 minutes to go. Benson holding on the left side. Shakes, stop, step back, jumper, high arcing off the glass. No good. Strickler went high for the rebound. He pulls it down. Swings it over now. Here comes Robert DeGolan. Out of bounds, and let's see, it will stay down here with 98 seconds to go in this first half. 35-19, the Wildcats leading, and there's DeGolan, a three, no good. Strickland on the offensive glass tip. Nobody boxing out or anything, and he was able to get him a nice little tip. And it's 37-19, 18-point lead, largest of the day. Brutex Hicks now holding on the left side, goes back to the middle, bounces it over to young Williams. Williams, the 8th grader, three, no good. Off the glass, Robert DeGolan with the rebound. He's leading the break, up ahead to Nick East. East goes up, off the glass, no good. Rebound offensively, back up and in by Big Will Benson. Benson is affecting the ball game in multiple ways. The lead is at 20, the largest of the day now. Here's Austin Rogers. Down the lane, kicks it back out to Hicks. Hicks allowing things to set up, and they're working that zone, but they can't get anything in the middle, and the outside shooting is not there. Young Williams now holds it outside, the 8th grader with a little high dribble. There's Patterson, a long three, good. They needed that one, did that. Brandon Patterson cracks him a three. Man, they needed that. It's been a month since they scored. 39-22. DeGolan working, gets a screen from Benson. Now he kicks it over to East. East three-pointer off the front iron, no good. Rebound to Jordan Hicks, 25 seconds less than that. Hicks into the full court with 21 seconds. Austin Rogers, tricky dribble, going to the hoop, left hand, no good. Offensive rebound up and in. He's doing a good job of getting the ball up there and then going after the offensive rebound. He's got 12 in the ball game. Half of the points, 5 seconds. Bart Benson is going to lose it. Hicks is going to pick it up with 1 second. I don't think he sees the clock. A long half-court heave. It is no good, and we are at the half. It is 39-24, and that 24 points belongs to Brewtech as they trail Westminster. And we'll get with head coach Trey Malloy there in just a moment. Coach Malloy, a 15-point lead here at the half. What did you see from your team in the first half?
I felt like I saw a lot of execution against their press on defense. Ran our press offense pretty well. Did a good job of penetrating against the man-to-man, finding some open shooters and knocked down some shots.
6 3-pointers. I mean, Ben Latner really stroked it, got 3 3-pointers in that first half. Is that part of your guys' offense?
Absolutely. In our scrimmage on last Tuesday, he was 5 of 9 behind the arc, scored 20, and that's his bread and butter.
And lastly, Will Benson, effort, causing turnovers, offensive rebounds. What does he bring to this basketball team?
Everything. He brings defensive intensity, he brings leadership, he brings offense. This is a D1 kid that's out here with us. Just a tremendous athlete, tremendous leader.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Absolutely, thank y'all very much. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Yeah, she's up with surgery. So she'll be back on Monday.
So you take it. What was the final score?
78 to Torrance. 33, I think.
Janae Blake. Yeah. All right, Joe Hill's been here with Tucker stand-in coach Janae Blake. You guys had a big win, 78-33 over North Clayton. Talk about the team's effort so far today.
We just executed. We played hard. We fast break on them all game, and that's one of the things we do. We just get the ball at the court, and if the teams can't keep up, then we continue to score. So even when I want them to slow down, you can't pull it back once you unleash it.
So now you're filling in for Coach Potter.
Yeah.
Is she going to like these results?
She's going to love them, yes. She's going to love them. She's going to be proud. I played for Coach Potter, so she trusted me to come and coach the team until she can get back.
Talk about moving up in classification to 6A this year. How do you think the ladies basketball program of the Tucker Tigers are going to be able to adjust with that?
We'll adjust well. We have a lot of talent, and we played some really tough competition last year and in the seasons before that. Some of the teams in 5A last year were teams that could compete with teams in the 6A level. So we feel like we can transition very easily.
And how did it feel to be coaching?
It felt great. It's different. Usually at the varsity games, I'm on the bench. I'm not standing up. So it was different, but I enjoyed it.
All right. Well, congratulations on the win today and have a great season, all right?
Thank you.
All right. All right, we are back here at the half, and I'm joined by Cliff Marshall, Performance Director of Ignition. And tell us a little bit about your product. You guys are big sponsors of this event here this weekend.
Yeah, well, first of all, we're very excited to be here. This is a prestigious event. We feel honored to be the sponsor here this year. Ignition is a sports performance training company. Corporate training headquarters is. We are honored to be here this weekend. ProXO is the official sponsor here. ProXO is a supplement, protein supplement that we develop for our professional athletes. But now we've got our high school, collegiate, and even youth athletes taking the product after their workouts.
So tell me a little bit about this product. It's new to me. I haven't heard about it, and you're filtering into the high schools. What is it really supposed to do to help enhance the athlete's abilities?
Well, exercise science and research tells us that we have 45 minutes after a strenuous workout or even a basketball game to get protein back into your system. That number one.
right, we welcome you back to Milton High School, the Eagles Nest, the 5th annual Verizon Hoops for the Cure Classic presented by Pro XO, and the second half just about to begin as Westminster has a 39-24 lead over Brewtech. Will Benson with 10 for the Wildcats, Ben Ladner with 9, Tyler Berry with 8. High man for Brewtech, Austin Rogers, he has 6. The Wildcats will be inbounding it, and now they will be moving left to right. They are in the green, inbound now to Phillip Jones. Jones, who had 2 early fouls and had to sit, is back in. Jones is going to attack, goes down the middle, dumps it off to Sampson, layup, good. Penetrate and kick, and that's Sampson's first 2 points. And we've got an injured man down, and is that Ennis McCorvey? McCorvey, the 6'2 sophomore, holding, oh no, excuse me, that is Darren Weens. Weens, a junior, is up and holding left shoulder. And he goes over Coach Shine, so checking into the game now will be Brendan Peterson off of the bench. Into the forecourt now is Jared Hicks. Hicks on this wing to Patterson. Patterson now back out between the rings, swings it over. Hicks along left wing 3 off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound by Benson is tipped away out of bounds, and it will go to the Wildcats. So the Westminster Wildcats will be inbounding it. You see him shielding the sun. One of the most interesting things about a day game here at Milton High School, especially with the time change, the sun shoots those. Fast break, easy layup off an inbound. They just ran it like they've been doing it. That's Ben Ladner. He's now in double figures now with 11. 43-24, 19-point lead. The biggest lead for the Wildcats is 20, and now we have a whistle, and let's see. Now Austin Rogers has some form of difficulty and has to come out of the game. He needed to tie his shoe. So he goes over and ties his shoe, and now he has to stay out of the game. So Hicks now working, and Patterson, a 3 right, no good. Rebound going to come down to Phillip Jones. Jones now going to bring it across, and he got ripped. Got stripped right there in the backcourt by Ennis McCorvey, and let's see, we got a blocking foul, and that's going to be on Phillip Jones, who quickly picks up his 3rd. And that'll be the team's first. Phillip picked up 2 early fouls and had to sit, and now he comes in at the beginning of this 3rd quarter and gets his 3rd foul. Inbound now, minute gone by here in this 3rd quarter. Joel Hillsman, glad that you're with us on the SUV TV vehicle. Kick it out to Hicks. Hicks now holds between the rings. Over to Patterson. Patterson now, jumper in the right corner is no good by R.J. Williams, who checked into the ball game. So now here comes Jones. Jones bounces it up ahead, and here's Benson. Benson puts it on the floor. Now to Jones. Jones pump, tried to swing it off of the 3, and it went off of Robert DeGolin's hands and out of bounds. So Brewtech will inbound it, and now here comes Jared Hicks. Hicks into the forecourt now between the rings, looking at a 2-3 defense from the Wildcats. Swings it high, turnover. Another turnover. They had 11 by my count in the first half, and that is their first one here in the second half for the Brewtech Rams. Brewtech lost last night, repeating to Tucker, 67-38. This is their second game of the season, so want to get into the win column, but these Wildcats of Westminster really causing a problem. And here's a trap. Ladner is going to get pushed. And let's see. Foul called on number 32, and that's Ennis McCorvey, his 2nd, team's first now. Phillip Jones. Jones gets it into Sampson. Sampson holds it, and a foul right there unnecessarily. R.J. Williams, that'll be his first and the team's 2nd here in this 3rd quarter. 6:05, it is 43-24. The leading. Inbound. Ladner is going to lose it out of bounds. He got a turnover. First turnover here in this second half. And Brewtech walking it into the forecourt with Hicks. Hicks, the point guard for this Ram team, goes to Patterson. Patterson quickly down the baseline, went up, no good, gonna have a jump ball. Mikhail Sampson, a very good job he does and has in this ball game of using everything he's got from the floor to the ceiling. Arms, and he should at 6'5" and just a sophomore. Possession arrow to Brewtech. A long three, no good, in and out by Brendan Patterson. Ladner, there he is, a three, short. He finally missed one, got his own rebound, floats it up, no good. Rebound, Nick Jones again. Jones up, no good. Jones another rebound, and we're gonna have a loose ball foul. On the offensive glass, they got 2 offensive rebounds down there. Let's see, the refs are getting together and discussing something. The foul may not go against Brewtech. So now they're looking to see what number. Okay, an intentional foul now being called. R.J. Williams is hit with the foul. So now we're going to discuss something. I think Coach Shines. Okay, no, all right, now we're going to have to get something cleared up. Phillip Jones was the one going for the offensive rebound. And are they going to call a foul on Jones? If so, that'll be his 4th foul. And one official was talking to Coach Shines, and now he comes over and talks to Coach Malloy. So let's see. Okay, so now we've had a technical foul called on Sydney Lovelace. Lovelace is hit with a technical. So Latner will shoot 2 free throws and he sticks the first one in. Not exactly sure what happened there. Mr. Rupp, what was the call?
Common foul number 23, and the retaliation was number 3 for throwing him down.
All right, so the foul was on Phillip Jones. That was his technical foul. Was called on R.J. Williams in the retaliation. That's what the ref just told me. Ladner hit that, by the way. So got clarification on that. Ladner 2 of 2 from the foul line. He's got 4 points, and the Wildcats will inbound it with Benson. Benson gets it over to Jamal Strickland. Strickland into the back, into the forecourt now. So Phillip Jones with his 4th foul on the bench. Strickland jump stop in the lane, and we got a whistle. Maybe on Hicks. 5 throw line for the Wild, and front 9 bounce. They've been living right. Have the Westminster Wildcats. Strickland in again, good. So his first trip to the line nets him 2 for 2. Last 3 points now, last 4 points now for the Wildcats have came from the charity stripe, and they now have a 23-point lead, the largest of the day. Down low, McCorvey shot up off the rim, no good. Rebound gonna come down to Strickland. Strickland over to Barry. Here comes Benson. Benson spinning, and he got it blocked up out of there. Brandon Peterson was trailing. Benson tried to spin and go up with the right hand, which is his offhand, and Patterson sent it out of bounds. 47-24, 5:01 to go, third quarter. Glad that you're with us. Joe Hilton live from the Eagles Nest on the campus of Milton High School. It is the 5th annual Verizon Hoops for the Cure Classic presented by Pro. Ladner off a screen. They're going to get him with an offensive foul. Offensive foul on Mikhail Sampson, his second, the team's third, and it also is a turnover. And by the way, just for good measure, Ladner made that three. Patterson, a long three. Rotation is good. The shot is no good. Rebound, though. McCorvey goes up, and he travels. Another turnover. So things just very sloppy here for the Brewbaker Tech Rams from Alabama. They're applying the full court pressure now, and here's Benson. Benson breaks it and gets it up ahead to Berry. Berry to Ladner in the right corner. A three. He's going to get fouled. Don't foul a jump shooter in the corner, and Ladner is going to go to the line and shoot three. And, man, he's a shooter now. Ladner is a shooter. We talked with Malloy at the half, and he felt that Ladner was really stroking that thing. 3, 4, 5, 6 3-pointers in that first half. Ladner free throw good. He's going to sit up here and just knock them all in. He's just got just a pure stroke, good form, just a good shooter. Ladner, 2 dribbles, stroked it in there again, and he's going to get one more. So the Wildcats living at the line now. The last 6 points make it 7 points from the free throw line. And you let a shooter like that sit up there and shoot those free throws. He's 5 of 5 in the game and in the quarter. 50-24, the biggest lead now for the Wildcats. Up top to Patterson. Patterson between the rings. Swings it over on this side, over high to Jalen Williams, and there's a turnover. Bad pass again. Brewtech does not protect the ball at all. 14th turnover by my count. So inbound now, Benson to Strickland. Strickland into the full court. Young Desmond Williams, an 8th grader, back into the ball game wearing jersey number 2. Now here is Benson looking, holding and looking and looking. And now Austin Rogers goes in there and steals it. Rogers going to go all the way, layup front of the rim. No good. It fell off. And it's going to be out of bounds, and it'll be off of Jalen Strickland. He was trying to get up there and lay that thing up with Austin Rogers. Didn't use the window. Tried to the rim. You got to use the window like that no matter what contact or defensive pressure is coming. You go over the front of the rim like that, it doesn't always work good, and it didn't work that way for Rogers there. Rogers now gets the inbound over to Williams on this left block, back out to the wing. And there goes young Williams, a jumper good. They gave him 3. A 3 ball by Desmond Williams, the 8th grader. A much-needed hoop to break that streak, 50-27. Now lead down to 23. Will Benson being worked on by Rogers, probably the 2 best talented players on the floor. They kick it over to Strickland. Strickland puts it on the floor. Now comes back between the rings, and he's going to change it. They're trying to run Ladner and Berry off screens off the back baseline. Good. Gets a screen. Strickland going to lose the ball. It's going to be stolen away by Jalen Williams. Williams going to come down on a break, goes up, layup, no good. Tried to go over the front of the rim and missed it. Instead of going and using the window, just basketball one-on-one, tried to go over the front of the rim. They missed 2 layups back-to-back like that. Sampson picks up the lost ball and lays it up and in good. And we're going to have a timeout call. Coach Chauncey Shine has seen enough. 52-27, a 25-point lead with 3:01 to go in this third quarter. And now Shine is going right to the ref. Up some beef with him. Don't know what that's about, but right now his men have got to learn to lay that thing off the window. They've missed back-to-back layups trying to lay it up over the top. And they've got to protect the basketball as well. Too many turnovers. When you have turnovers of that nature, this does not do well for you. The 5th annual Verizon Hoops for the Cure Classic presented by Pro Exo. We are at Milton High School. Also action going on at St. Francis High School and at Fellowship Christian High School in the North Fulton area. Milton High School, they've got plenty of championships and have produced plenty of talent, won those championships over under Coach Boyd, who's won multiple championships, and now he's over at East Jackson and going to try to build that program into a contender as well. 52-27 into the forecourt, under 3 minutes to go. Young Desmond Williams, and I say young, I do mean an 8th grade young. That's how young. Inside, Patterson, hard dribble, up, no good. Got the offensive rebound and put it in, Brandon Patterson. Point blank shots and bunnies have not gone for the Rams of Brewbaker Tech. Nickname Brewtech, and that's on the front of their shirt. Here goes Ladner down the lane, left hand layup, good. Man, Ben Ladner just having himself quite a ball game. I'm going to tell you something. I like this little Ben Ladner. Went with the left hand, broken the three. Austin Rogers recklessly to the hoop. It'll be a blocking foul called on Sampson. His third, and it'll be the team's fourth. Going to the line now is Austin Rogers, yet to score in his second half. He had 12 points in the first half. Now goes through his free throw routine. Short, front iron, no good. Hasn't shot particularly well from the free throw line. He is now 2 of 5 from the line. Sampson will take a seat after picking up his fourth foul. Rogers shoots. Head rattled in there good. His first point here in the second half, a 24-point game against the press. Here comes Nick East. East going to go all the way, layup good. The young 8th grader went up there with him. Nick East just went up there with him as well and laid it in. Kick it now. Here's Williams, Desmond Williams, the young 8th grader. Bounces it on the ground over to Rogers. They're in that right corner. Rogers holds out on the right elbow, and now going to go to work on the wing. Trippy dribble, swings it over to Williams. Williams now being worked on intensely by Barry. They're in that zone, though, that 2-3 zone, which is giving Brewbaker thick all day. Shot off the glass, no good. They get the rebound down low. We got a foul. Jalen Williams got the offensive rebound with 1:44 to go. Now, we got to watch it if you're Brewbaker. If it's more than 30, if it's 30 or more at the end of this quarter, you'll get a 6-minute fourth quarter. You don't want to, I mean, that's mercy rule action. Foul was on Robert DeGolan. And here's Rogers, a three. It's short, no good. They hustle for the offensive rebound and get it. Rogers dumps it down low. They got a big body in there. He shoots it up in there, no good. He's going to get hit with an offensive foul. Number 42 into the ball game, not listed on the roster. I have not trusted the Brewbaker roster, even the one that they submitted. 42 is into the game, and he picks up a foul. Offensive foul. 56-30, 96 seconds to go. And the Westminster Wildcats have a 56-30 lead, and they are all in green. And Will Benson will inbound it. Benson's been quiet in his second half. He's got 10 points in the game, but they all came in the first half. They break the press with ease. Barry long bounce pass. Nick East reverse good. They just running it, just fundamental basketball and playing good basketball are the Wildcats at the moment. Rogers, baseline, shot up, left hand good. First field goal of the second half for Rogers, and it is 58-32. And then Barry just broke the trap. Barry, the Ladner put it on the floor, off the window, no good, in and out. Rebound comes down to Benson, and we got a foul. And let's see, I think that may be Austin Rogers down on the foul. Let's check. Now they're going to talk about it being a little excessive. Intentional foul, yes they are. Intentional foul on number 52. And that is nope, they call it on number 42 who just came in. He's the one that got 2 fouls right off the bat. So at the line will be Will Benson. And his first free throw attempt here in this second half. Benson rattled it in good. Benson with 11, and he'll get one more, and the Wildcats will get the ball after the intentional foul. Benson sticks it up, front rim, back rim, and in. 1:06 to go, third quarter, and it is now 60-32. You got to watch the score now. If it goes to 30 or more at the end of this quarter, it will be mercy rule action. 67-38 was the score last night, and Brewbaker lost it. Here's Strickland now out by the timeline, goes over to Ladner. There he is. Williams a three, it's short, no good. That's Cam Thomas. Thomas gets it up to Ladner. Ladner gives it down back to the lane. Great job. Cameron Thomas with his first 62. There's your 30 points right there. And then there's Patterson. He's going to get hit with a foul as he went to attack. There's Jamal Strickland is going to get hit with the foul. And it's his first foul and the team's fifth. Second, team's sixth. 3, Austin Rogers, no good. Big 42 got the rebound, put it up, he got smacked and fouled, so he'll go to the line. 42 not listed on the roster, big fella, and coming off the bench and bringing some beef to the lineup. So 42 will go to the free throw line and miss the first one off to the right. The Ram cheerleaders are here and they're in uniform and they've been just quiet. Big 42 gonna shoot another free throw. And now let's see. 10-second. They call a 10-second on the foul line. That is a rule. You rarely see it. He was doing the Karl Malone. And that ref across the way called it. 30-point game, 27 seconds to go. And here comes Tyler Berry into the forecourt over to Thomas. He gets it out to Nick East. East is now being worked on by Rogers. Swings it over this way to Latner. Latner in this corner to Berry. Berry gonna attack, come back. Here's Strickland. Strickland, they're running a little weave action. 8 seconds to go. He tried to get it down low. There's Nick East over to Thomas. 4 seconds, and he's gonna get hit with a travel. And there's a turnover. Haven't been many turnovers now for this Westminster team. And Cameron Thomas is hit with a travel. So Blue Tech now will be inbounding with 3.8 seconds. And here's Patterson quickly into the forecourt with one. Patterson off balance shot, no good. And we are at the end of the third quarter, and we will have mercy rule action. It is Westminster 62, Blue Tech 32. Fourth quarter action coming up here from the 5th annual Verizon Hoops for the Cure Classic presented by Pro XO. A 23-point third quarter for the Westminster Wildcats to go with an 8-point third quarter for the Brewbaker Tech Rams. And we are in a mercy situation. 6 minutes now on the clock. It is a 30-point game. Nick East, Tyler Berry, Jamal Strickland, Phillip Jones, and Cameron Thomas on the floor for the Wildcats. Inbound it now to Strickland. Strickland down, and it's a travel. Yep, he was down on his knees and got up. 5th turnover. 5:57, 6-minute fourth quarter due to the 30-point game. A pull-up 3, Rogers, no good. Tipped back home and in good by Sidney Lovelace, so he gets his second field goal of the game. 64-34. Now here's Strickland going up against the press. Blue Tech has pressed most of the day. And there's Williams with the steal. Another turnover. The young 8th grader getting fancy with it. Comes down behind the back. Dribbling with the left hand. He kicks it in the middle. Big 42. And they kick it back out and they kick it back around now. And here goes Williams. Baseline. Long float. Good. Hey, I see why he's on the varsity. Long and lanky. And got a lot of body to grow into. Nick East with it back out to Strickland. Jamal Strickland now going to hold and being worked on by Lovelace. Phillip Jones, jumper, short, no good. Coming down to Jag Hicks. Hicks does not have numbers. Now they give it back to Williams. Swing it back. Here's young Desmond Williams. He pulls a 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound, big 42. Shot blocked by Cam Thomas. Thomas gets it over to Berry. Berry to Strickland. Strickland's got Nick East running with him. He was going flat to the corner. Get the ball up ahead. Jones between the rings and now swings it over to East. East to Strickland. Strickland right corner, kick it back out. Berry to Thomas. Thomas now going to work, penetrate, pull up, jumper, good, off the glass. Went over there to that foul line, just to the edge of that corner, that paint, and knocked it in off the window. 64-36, 4:22 to go. Here's Rogers. Rogers to the lane. Shot up. No good, and let's see. We're going to have a foul. Foul going to be on 25, Cam Thomas. Think he'll get 2 shots. Coach Malloy continuing to coach and give out instructions from the Wildcat bench. Austin Rogers, the leading scorer. He's got 15 in the game for Brewtech, 16 now. Made the first one, he'll get one more. Rogers, front rim, back rim, and in. Getting the rolls now. 64-38. Nick East up ahead, and that's going to be a turnover. Austin Rogers should have let it go. It would have been a turnover, and then he touched it and then slid down underneath the basket out of bounds. Into the ball game now, the starting point guard, Robert DeGolan. DeGolan is in, and now Ben Latner is going to come in for Cam Thomas. Ben Latner, the leading scorer in the ball game. He's got 18, 9 in the first quarter, 9 in the third quarter. As they wipe the floor up with the sweat, Latner has no problem using somebody's shooting shirt. Or is it actually a towel? Whatever it is a towel. So they got that dried up, and play will resume with 4:12 to go. Latner inbounding for the Wildcats underneath their own basket, gives it over to Phillip Jones. Jones kicks it back out high now to Jamal Strickland. Strickland belt high dribble, working on to the left. Bounces it over to Jones. Jones between the rings with a crossover. Now going to go with the left hand, going to go all the way down the lane. Layup, good. Phillip Jones with his first hoop. He decided what he wanted to do. He wanted to get to the hoop. He got there and he laid it in left hand. And Rogers is going to have a turnover, and they're going to have a trip. Rogers has been by far the best player that Brewtech has had, but he plays reckless. Needs to have a little bit more control, and the foul is going to be on Jamal Simpkins. That's his second. The team now with the 9th. It's a 1-and-1. Rogers shot up good. Well, Rogers making hay while the sun is shining from the free throw line here in this second half. He is 4 or 5 from the line. Make it 5 or 6 in the second half from the line. He is 7 of 10 from the free throw line this evening. 66-40 inbound now to DeGolan. DeGolan gets it up, and here comes Strickland. Strickland into the forecourt. Pass is going to be taken away. There's a turnover, another rarity for the Wildcats, and then they take it right back. Brewtech has turned the ball over multiple times today. Trap now at half court. They bounce it in. Uh-oh, that's got to be a carry. Yes, it is. Yep. Back-to-back turnovers now for Westminster. I've got them at 8 turnovers now here in this second half. Uncharacteristic to go with the 2 turnovers in the first half. Of course, I am unofficial. Austin Rogers works. He goes down the baseline. Stop, pull up, jumper, short, no good. Ball hit the floor on a rebound. And then we had bodies go flying as no one was trying to do anything on purpose. It's just the way that Strickland fell. And I think we're going to have a whistle, and we do have a whistle. And the foul is going to be called on DeGolan. DeGolan's second, team's 10th. And it will be double bonus action. 2 shots for Shane Timmons, a 6'2 junior for Brewtech. Good on the first. His first free throw of the day. 66-41, 3:21 to go, fourth quarter. And Timmons with his second free throw, front rim and good. Rolled it in there. And now still another turnover. And that's young Williams. He got in there, got the layup in there. Desmond Williams, the 8th grader now. All of a sudden, Brewtech wanting to make a push. They got it down to 22. largest lead has been 30. It's down to 22, and now we've got a foul. Jacoby Davis, a 5'9" sophomore, into the ball game for the first time now for Brewtech. Foul was actually called on Sydney Lovelace. His first. It'll be 1-1 now for Jamal Strickland, the 5'8" senior. Free throw, back iron, no good. Rebound come down to Brewtech. Here comes Desmond Williams. Williams, long and young. Fresh, fiery legs and athletic ability. You can see he's going to grow into his game. You can see it. Here's Jacoby Davis. Davis back over to Williams. Williams to Davis. Davis, a three-pointer left wing, no good. Off the iron, rebound coming down to Tyler Berry. Berry to Strickland. And there's a pass into Phillip Jones. Jones attacks and got the roll. I don't like how young Williams just moved out of the way and let him do that. Phillip Jones with his second field goal of the game, 68-44. Down the baseline, layup good, Austin Rogers. First field goal here in this fourth quarter for Austin Rogers. He is the high man for the Brewtech Rams. Strickland holds, and they get over in that left corner. Here's Berry. Berry over to Phillip Jones. Jones going to walk in again, layup. He's got back-to-back walk-in layups, just no defense, nobody around. Austin Rogers, that's Lovelace. Lovelace dumps it down to Jacoby Davis. They're on the floor trying to call a timeout. Ball is loose. Now he's got it. It will be a jump ball, and the possession arrow will stay with Brewbaker Tech. Brewtech now trailing 70-46. We're under 2 minutes, 1:59, and now the bench begins to empty. DJ Lottie, a 5'8" sophomore, checks into the ball game. 1:51 to go. There goes Rogers. Rogers with the turnover, but Timmons gets it back. Timmons up, shot no good. He was fouled. I mentioned that Austin Rogers was the high man for Brewtech. He's got 21. And he's been living right at that foul line here in the second half. 5 of 6 in the second half, 7 of 10 in the game. And here's Timmons. Timmons 2 of 2 in this quarter, and he misses his first free throw. So the broadcaster jinx is alive and well. We have to check it from time to time. Shane Timmons at the foul line in a game where the third quarter really broke this thing open. It was a 15-point lead at the half, and then it was a 30-point lead at the end of the third. Free throw, both of them no good by Timmons. The bench is emptied for the Wildcats. Three-pointer from DJ Lottie, no good, off the rim and out of bounds. Young DJ Lottie in. Also AJ Manaka in for the Wildcats, and also in is Paris Howland, a freshman. So the bench has been emptied. We will not see any more of Will Benson. Benson with 12 points. He may have had the quietest 12 points I can remember. He was everywhere. Offensive rebound, and he was forcing steals. And Phillip Jones has fouled out of the ball game. You knew that was going to happen. Free throw up and in good by Jacoby Davis. So he gets his first points. He's in the book, and he sticks his second one in there. He's in the book. 70-48, 95 seconds to go, and the Wildcats have the bench on the floor as Howland gets it up ahead, and there's a turnover as someone was going for A.J. Manachoy. Manachoy in. Let's see, we got another new body in. Who's that? Will Hayes, 6'2" sophomore, into the ball game now. So here's Desmond Williams. He bounces it over. Floater up, no good by Lovelace. Rebound is going to come down to Howland. Howland gets it across the timeline. The veteran that's in is Tyler Berry. They're going to call timeout because they want to get some more people into the game. They call time. So number 42, a 6'2" sophomore, Jimmy Ballion, can check in. So the Wildcats 70-48, and they're going to win their first ball game of this young basketball season. And glad that you've been with us right here. This has been the 5th annual Verizon Hoops for the Cure Classic, presented by Pro XO right here on SUV TV. So the youth movement is underway for the Westminster Wildcats with a 70-48 lead with 71 seconds to go. And the entire bench has been dumped. Ben Lantner, 18 points. He will be the high man for the Westminster Wildcats. 9 in the first and 9 in the third. And he hit 3 threes in that first. There's the inbound to Paris Howland. Howland goes, shot, got blocked. It's going to be recovered, but out of bounds off Brewtech, and it will be Wildcat ball. When you want to bounce back and improve on your season from last year, this is how you do it if you're the Wildcats. They finished 15-13 last season, and as you heard from Coach Malloy, he expects big things from this ball club throughout the year. I tell you what, though, the rule of thumb is don't leave Ben Lantner open. You don't leave shooters open anyway. There's a 3 over there on the right wing for Sidney Lovelace. But, man, you really don't leave that Ben Lantner, man. That guy stroking that thing. Into the forecourt. Will Hay holds it, and he gets it over to DJ Lottie, and Lottie over to Manitoa. Manitoa's pass over to Lottie. You got to remember, Lottie's 5'7". He's listed at 5'8", but he may be closer to 5'7". Pass was too high for him and out of bounds. Another turnover. 35 seconds to go. So Brewtech has got it within 20 after trailing by 30. There goes Lovelace. A 3 left side. Good. He's hit back-to-back threes. Sidney Lovelace. 70-54 with 22 seconds. A.J. Monica holds it. As we come up on 15 seconds, there's going to be a turnover and a steal. Lovelace going to go all the way, and he'll be fouled. Fouled by DJ Lottie. DJ wanted to make sure he didn't give up anything easy, and that will send Sidney Lovelace to the free throw line. Lovelace, a junior, 6'2", and he will be shooting 2 free throws. First one is going to be short. Barely got the front iron. You knew it was short the minute it left his hand. Oh, Brewbaker taking back-to-back L's on the trip to Georgia. Back rim, both free throws. He missed them both, did Lovely. Rebound to Westminster. The clock is not running with 11.4. 70-54, and the young Wildcats who are on the floor are going to get one more possession. They give them 7 seconds. Inbound, nice. The Howland layup, good. You always like to see the bench boys come in there and get them a hoop. And there was the final one that they got right there, and that will be the final score. 70-54, Westminster Wildcats have defeated the Brewbaker Tech Rams out of Alabama. 70-54. High man was Ben Lantner with 18. For the Wildcats, Will Benson, he finished with 12. And for Brewbaker Tech, Austin Rogers, he finishes with 21 points. Final score, 70-54. The Westminster Wildcats win their first game of the year, and Brewbaker falls to 0-2, 70-54 Westminster.